The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School basketball starts now.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome in to GlycodSports.com and the first broadcast for me of this season. And alongside Gary Forrest, I'm Paul Najar with Colby Martin, our producer, standing alongside that camera. We are here at North Oldham in Goshen, Kentucky, as the Mustangs get ready to host the Shelby County Rockets. And Gary, it's basketball season. It's December. It's early. Everyone's looking at opportunity. 1-0 Shelby County, 2-0 North Oldham. North Oldham coming off of a terrific campaign last year in David Levitch in his 4th year last year, now in his 5th year. And the arrow pointing upward for this North Oldham Mustang team.
Very much so. 8th region champions last year for the first time. And as a result, a good portion of that team returns. And they're an early preseason pick to win the 8th region again. Shelby, on the other hand, really hasn't recovered from a split of the schools when Collins was created about 9 years ago, and it's just taken them a while to get going, Paul.
And Gary, if anyone knows about 8th region basketball, it would be you, Coach Emeritus from Oldham County, and you have this sense here of this North Oldham team. A little bit of size, a little bit of speed, a whole lot of moxie, and a lot of players on that sideline who can contribute significant minutes.
Very much so, Paul. One of the things you always wonder about is what type of team I have. Well, they have the same type of team they had last year, so what they really want to do is just build and improve on it. And David Levitz, former player here at North Oldham, was probably one of the most famous walk-ons at the University of Louisville, was a very intelligent player, and he's carried that with him into his coaching field. They do a lot of things, and we used to talk about coaches are real good at stealing things from others that work for them. And David has gone from a pattern type of coach. A lot of young coaches do that. They want to have a firm grasp on things. He's eased the grip a little bit. They use an abundance of players so they can play differently. And one of the things he's done with this group, as well as last year's, is they press a lot, and they create tempo, and they use their depth.
Getting here to watch some of that JV game, you could see the system set in that JV group. Pressure on the ball, whether in the half court or three-quarter court, making it very difficult for guards. And you wear out guards, Gary, on any level. You wear out guards, you're going to wear down a team.
Well, Paul, being a person of size, I used to think, give me that person that was a good post player, and you can have the rest. Yep. But I soon learned if you can't get that person the ball, he's not very good. And it starts with guard play, and they've got two of the best. They've got a point guard, Dallas Roberts, been starting since he was an 8th grader. We don't hear that much anymore. Right. His running mate, Scales, great jump shooter. Right now, 2 games into the year, they both average 20 points a game.
And 2 games in, but a very, very good win in game 1 over an extremely talented male high school Bulldogs team.
Well, they went into Manual and beat Manual at Manual.
That's what it was, Manual.
That's anytime you can go into the 6th or 7th region, it's a different style of play, much more physical. And for a lot of kids, they don't handle that well. And as a result, as you mentioned, they went in and won, scoring a lot of points, putting a lot of points on the board.
And I got to tell you, and the reason I mentioned, I flubbed with male is because last week, Colby Martin, our producer, and I, and we were at the male Ballard football semifinal, state semifinal. Good luck Bulldogs in the championship game, and what a game that was. But I wanted to just say that the Manual gym, as well as I do, there is no air conditioning, and in the end of November or in the end of February, it can get we can get some warm days in that gymnasium. So that's no easy feat to go in there, put 70 on a team like Manual at home, and Manual scoring 70 as well. But as we transition more into this, into our pregame broadcast, let's talk about what Blake Taylor has on his hands at Shelby County. And I know you mentioned earlier it's really hard to survive that, to get things going the last decade with the split, or last decade or so from the split with Collins, creating Collins High School. But, there were 12 wins last year. What's a reasonable thing to look for as head coach Blake Taylor moves along early in this season? Well,
one of the things that I noted last year, I saw them earlier in the year, and they actually had the mercy rule go against them. Anywhere a team that's down 35 points, the clock runs continuously. And this was in the first half. Later in the year, they won 7 out of their last 11. So they had things going a little better and such, but then the players from that group that produced a lot of the points, they've hence graduated. So they're back to that rebuilding mode. And it's just hard. Coaches have to have patience, but more importantly, parents and fans have to have patience.
That's what they'll be looking for as the Rockets prep for this North Oldham Mustang team that, by all accounts, loaded and looking at a golden opportunity over the next 3.5+ months to return to Rupp Arena for another opportunity in the Sweet 16. So we'll be back with more from right here at North Oldham High School. We'll be back with more of our pregame show. Alongside Gary Forrest, I'm Paul Najar. You stay with us on Glycod.
Car's been damaged. Regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a special $99 HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We are fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
Broken, outdated electronics harm the environment when disposed with regular trash. That's why Oldham County Solid Waste is sponsoring an electronics collection event on Saturday, April 15th, 2023 from 9 a.m. to noon at Oldham County High School student parking lot. It's the perfect time to properly dispose of tube and projection-style televisions, computers, smartphones, or other gadgets that you may no longer need. No restrictions on devices. Every bit helps. A message from Oldham County Solid Waste.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service in Crestwood, making your life easier with quality products and quality service.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are at North Oldham High School where the Mustangs are getting ready to face a Shelby County Rockets team that comes in 1-0. North Oldham 2-0. Alongside Gary Forrest, I'm Paul Najar. We got the band behind us to our left, Gary, and across the way we've got, excuse me, the Shelby County Rockets and head coach Blake Taylor looking for some answers this year. 12 wins last year. You said they finished strong. It's 7 of their last 11 they won. And then you have expectations because you did so well at the end, but you lose so much of that offense, so much of the heart of that team. What can they reasonably expect this early going, especially against a division or an 8th region champion, North Oldham, that's loaded to come return to Rupp?
Well, I think expectations are just that, Paul, and as a result, one of the things the Rockets are going to have to do is don't beat themselves. Play relaxed, don't get in a hurry. They had a great opening game, a team that they could beat and build a little bit of confidence, and now they go into the fire pit. So it's like that old adage, let's win the first 4 minutes and then the second 4, and you kind of go from there. The concern is if things start going bad, how will they handle it? They don't have a dominant player both on the floor for leadership as well as scoring and things of that sort. So it's something, as a coach, you can limit some of the good things and bad things, but you can't control them all.
The good things will come from, Malik Stoner, number one. He isn't very large. He's a tiny guy.
Yep.
He's one of the small guys. So he and Amari Downs, probably their best player, 5'11" guard Amari Downs, are going to be looking to absorb a lot of pressure from this North Oldham team early in the season. You only, maybe at this point in the season, have maybe half of your offense put in. Hopefully at least one press break or something like that. I mean, you practice a lot, but, December 1st comes quickly. In these first few games, you're still trying to add things.
Paul, you've had a very good point. I'd be willing to say that most high school teams, the 1st of December, might have half of their things in.
Right.
So, undoubtedly someone will stumble over something that you haven't put in, and you may pay the price for it. So that's one of the things, small steps. You hopefully get things in by Christmas, but being a school that size, and you take the fact that a lot of these kids also play football, so you haven't had them on the floor a lot. So you have to go all the way back to the summer where you've had them for a while, and a lot of coaches won't empty, if you will, the kitchen cabinet for their kids in the summer. They'll give them small things they can do to keep them out of trouble. And that's what they hope to prevail through this game. Their 2 guards, they're going to be the key handling the ball against the pressure.
They run a 4-guard, 1 forward group of their starting 5, but the 2 key ball handlers, it's going to be an intense test for Blake Taylor, and you just want to look at them, as a former longtime coach, Gary, do you look at improvement? There are improvement steps along the way, right? From quarter to quarter, half to half, game to game, week to week, month to month, etc. And with this team this year, that's what it appears to, that mindset needs to be.
Well, what you want to do is stay in the areas where you are good and stay out of the danger areas. Yeah. Their opening opponent was not very deep. They were able to leak 2 or 3 people out and get easy run outs to score. Now, you can do that against poor people, but you can't do it against, North's got a 6'7" kid and a 6'6" kid. They're not going to be able to leak out because what's going to happen is North is going to pound it inside.
And the more, and their efficiency on offense does not allow you to run out. It allows you to run out of bounds with the ball and try to beat their press. But if you don't get stops, you won't get runouts.
Well, and that's going to be the key for North. North wants to turn them over. North wants them to try to play fast. You get into their bench, which is basically non-existent. They don't have much depth at Shelby. And secondly, those 2 guards, they're going to force them to give the ball up. And then, as a high school coach, you're not really concerned if number 3, 4, and 5 get a lot of shots. It's that 1 and 2. So if you're forcing them to give it up via the press, that's half your job done for you.
Well said by Coach Emeritus Gary Forrest. And when we return, we'll hear from fifth-year head coach at North Oldham, David Levitch, on our pregame broadcast. Stay with us on Glycod.
Car's been damaged. Regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Broken, outdated electronics harm the environment when disposed with regular trash. That's why Oldham County Solid Waste is sponsoring an electronics collection event on Saturday, April 15th, 2023 from 9 a.m. to noon at Oldham County High School's student parking lot. It's the perfect time to properly dispose of tube and projection-style televisions, computers, smartphones, or other gadgets that you may no longer need. No restrictions on devices. Every bit helps. A message from Oldham County Solid Waste.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Force coming to you live from North Oldham High School, where tonight the North Oldham Mustangs open their home slate here in Goshen against the Shelby County Rockets. This is Gary Forrest for Glycod.com Sports. I'm here with Coach Dave Levitz. Dave, I get to be the first to say it to you here at the house, the defending 8th Region Boys champion. So, got a lot of kids back, Coach.
Yeah, I know we have top 7 scores from last year coming back, so we have a lot of experience and expectations, but I'm happy to have the team we have, obviously, and our first 2 games have been good progress compared to where we were at last year, so as long as we can just, got a lot of things to work on and keep improving, but it's been a good start so far.
Opened up on the road at Manual, then over at Seneca. Coach, played good people, came out on top both of those things. What have you learned from your team from those 2 games?
Yeah, our Manual game was a really good start to the season. It was a road game. They had a really good team. They beat us last year, so going over there and beating them, Dallas hit a game winner at the buzzer, and then the next night we played a good Central Hardin team who had a D1 committed point guard to Liberty. He was a really good scorer, and we shut him down, and we almost scored 100. So I think our offense has improved a ton this year. Our spacing is a lot better compared to last year, so our offense in the first 2 games has been much better than what it was last year.
Well, right now you're led in scoring by your 2 guards, but, some of the things, Coach, as you look down the road, one of the things I see is your team is a very balanced team and can be on any given night. Things that are going to be the keys to your successes this year.
Yeah, we obviously, Dallas is the best guard in the region by, the many things that, and then we have Scales, who's probably the best shooter in the region, he's 11 of 17 this year to start the year, but, a lot of our strength goes to our 1-2 big combo, Ian and Luke. When we walk out on the floor most games, we're going to have the best 1-2 combo for bigs. Luke's been scoring real well, but he's been rebounding 4.5 blocks a game in the first 2 games, and, Ian is just the guy that, he's really our glue guy and our hustle guy, rebounder, scoring 15, 16 a game. He's really consistent. So, yeah, when we walk out there, we have good guard play, but our 1-2 big combo is what really is, when they're on the floor, good things happen.
Keys for your bunch tonight against the Shelby team that toward the end of last season really started to play better, but truthfully Unfortunately, it's been since the split of the schools. They've never really recovered. Things that you'll have to do to be successful against them.
Well, one, to stop them, we got to stop them in transition. They really got out against Eminence, and really, they were sending 3 guys on missed shots. So we're going to have to get back in transition. We have a huge size advantage, so we're going to have to use our size advantage for us, I guess, with Luke and Ian. It's going to be we shouldn't have more than 10-12 offensive rebounds in this game. So we're going to really have to crash the offensive glass, get back in transition, and just take care of business. Just be us.
Well, you heard it from Coach Dave Levitz from the North Oldham Mustangs, whereas tonight they'll entertain the Shelby County Rockets in an 8th region action here in Goshen. This is Gary Forrest for Glycod.com Sports.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Welcome back to North Oldham High School. We will have starting lineups for you in just a moment. We're going to go to our last pregame break, and you keep watching right here on Glycod.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, an inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
If your car's been damaged, regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people.
From Glycod, it's Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball. Roy's Body Shop in LaGrange. Collision repair for the people. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service in Crestwood, making your life easier with quality products and quality service. Watts Home Center, design that feels like home. Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable. LaGrange Service Center, quality car care since 1964. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilley. And by Mortensen Family Dental. Now courtside for all the action from Glycod on Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball.
Welcome back to North Oldham High School, where the Mustangs, their starting lineup is getting announced. Will first, alongside Gary Forrest, I'm Paul Najar, and the starting lineup for the Shelby County Rockets and Coach Blake Taylor. 1-0 on the season. Number 1, Malik Stoner. Number 2, Amari Downs. Number 3, another guard, Dylan Ritchie. Number 4 at guard, and number 12, Michael Jones. And at forward is 6'3", number 4, Dallas Mercer. Again, for Blake Taylor, Shelby County Rockets, Stoner, Downs, Ritchie, Jones, and Mercer. And for David Levitch, in his 5th season at North Oldham, just over 500 in his career. The Mustangs starting 5 at guard, number 1, Dallas Roberts, 6'1", senior, 21 points per game. Also at guard, number 5, Jack Scales, 6'4". At forward, number 15, Luke Anderson. He stands at 6'7". He's a senior. As well as number 3, Ian Higdon, a 6'6" senior. And I wasn't sure, Gary, if the last starter was going to be Grant Neal or, Jack Fisher or Grant Neal.
Yeah, they rotated those around, but I did see that Neal was in that starting lineup.
So it is the junior 6'2" guard, Grant Neal. So for Levitch, his starters have been changed to Robert, Scales, and Neal on the perimeter with Anderson and Higdon inside. We are ready for the tip. And it's interesting to see Higdon just a few inches taller than Mercer for the tip. Tip back for the Mustangs. They are in their white with the green striping down the sides, the green numbers and letters. Shelby County in their navy blue. To the rack goes Dallas Roberts. He goes strong to the rack, and he is fouled early. And they call that before the shot.
Shelby County fouls on Dallas Mercer, his first.
That was on Mercer, his first. And at 6'3", their tallest player in the starting lineup, that's going to be tough. Fired into the corner of that three-point attempt by Jack Scales, off the mark. Rebound comes to North Oldham, and another foul called.
Scales, an excellent three-point shooter.
Fouls on number 4, Dallas Mercer.
And Mercer picks up 2 fouls in 21 seconds. So, on the rebound putback, Ian Higdon to the line for 2.
You know, Paul, he's their tallest player, and already in 2 fouls, that doesn't bode well for the inside play for Shelby.
It does not. And Higdon hits the second of 2. The Mustangs an early lead. They decide to drop back, pick up in the half court, man-to-man. Left side, it goes to Jones. Jones probes into the middle, right corner. And there's Mercer, that left-handed 3. Got it. Mercer. 2 fouls, 3 points.
Mercer, kind of a floating three-pointer down on the baseline.
The Rockets take a 3-1 lead, and they're trying really hard inside. Malik Stoner, who stands listed in the program as 5'5", trying to guard 6'7", Luke Anderson.
Taking that offside guard, trying to help out inside, but they have to be careful. They left Scales open, and he's probably the best three shooter.
And there is Scales.
And there he was.
An easy inbound fake to the middle, throw to the corner, wide open three. David Levitch made his career one of the all-time leading scorers, the all-time leading scorer here at North Oldham. Made his career on that corner three.
Jump ball arrow to the Rockets.
Held ball. Shelby County maintains possession. They get it into Mercer. Mercer up high to Jones. Jones between the legs, dribble down the lane, goes up, layup, no good. And the rebound comes down to Roberts, Dallas Roberts into the front court. Roberts probes the lane, step through, and one. Dallas Roberts, an opportunity to convert the old-fashioned three-point play. And what do you like there, Gary?
Well, Roberts has been starting since he was an 8th grader. He understands when there's a room to shoot, room to pass. He actually drove to try to draw penetration to kick, found that little bitty crease and was able to get fouled on the layup.
The step through the two defenders, and Roberts hit that layup and hit the free throw for the old-fashioned three-point play. 7-3, Mustangs lead. A lot of the offense running through Michael Jones. He moves left, hands it off. That's Amari Downs. Amari Downs. Oh, he gets it stolen away. The save, back in bounds to the man off the bench. Joel Thompson. He just came in for Mercer, so number 32, Joel Thompson with the bucket for the Rockets. Corner three again, Scales 1 for 3 now, and there is a foul on Thompson, and that was dangerous there.
Well, there's that size factor once again. 6'7", 6'5", biggest player for Shelby, 6'3", and he's already saddled with 2 fouls.
And Joel Thompson, in the old-fashioned days, that would have been called a low bridge, and he would have gotten a technical foul for that, but just a common foul as he aggressively had Luke Anderson pinned under the basket on his back. So 5 team fouls already for Shelby County, down 7-5. That shot blocked, saved in bounds, and here comes Roberts on the break. He kicks it right corner, Scales back to Roberts. Roberts drives through the lane. Good hands. Good hands. Stripped by Downs. And here comes Jones. Back to Downs. Downs behind the back. Changes pace. Kicks it. High left three. In and out. No good. Rebound. Joel Thompson. Block shot there by Anderson. Anderson finds his running mate. There's Higdon for the layup.
Assist to Anderson.
And it's 9-5. Mustangs up 4. To the well. Goes Jones, his shot short, scramble, ball loose, and Rockets possession. We'll talk here about our keys to the game for North Oldham in just a moment once the Mustangs get back on offense. What do you think of that, Gary?
Works with me.
You got it. Mari Downs pulls it out high right.
Shelby really running an open post offense. Because they don't have any size, they look to spread and drive.
Spread and drive. They go into the lane, spin dribble, step back. Mari Downs cannot get it to go. It falls short off the rim. Anderson gets it. And here comes Roberts. Roberts through the lane, forcing probably 2 or 3 times he's forced it. He was successful on one, kicked it out for an open jumper for the second, but that one he gets stolen. Second turnover of the game. And that three for Downs falls. Drains it from right side. So 2 threes for Shelby County. They trail 9-8 in the first quarter. Approaching the midway point. First quarter. And in it goes. Roberts and Anderson finishes it at the rim. Shelby County slowly bringing it up court, getting into their perimeter offense. Top of the key is Downs. Downs Just deliberate here, down 3, looking for an opportunity.
Trying to get that tempo back where they want it, Paul. I think Shelby's playing a little fast, and if they're not careful, it's going to get them in trouble.
And there is a 3, kick out to Jones. That 3 off the mark. Rebound comes down to Higdon. Higdon leads the break. There's Roberts, his 3, no good. And a good battle on the boards. Anderson gets it to Higdon. He lays it up and in on the putback. David Levitch up on his sideline, as is Blake Taylor, coach at Shelby County. Mari Downs gets it right back from Joel Thompson. Downs.
A little 3 out, sort of a weave. Look for one of them to penetrate.
You've got to get some paint touches when you have the 4 out, 1 in offense. Somehow, some way, whether it's a pass in or a drive in.
I think Downs is getting ready to shoot it.
Yeah, and he was surrounded inside, almost turned it over, but picked back up. And they go into the lane. Undersized Malik Stoner challenged at the rim. And here comes, that was number 4, Grant Neal, the 6'2 junior. He gets fouled as he was attempting that layup, so he'll go to the line for 2.
Paul,
keys to the game. Oh, go ahead.
I like what Shelby's trying to do, and that's spread it. Burn a little time, shorten the game because they don't have a deep bench. And right now they've been fairly successful. The danger is they're getting pounded on the boards already. 8-3.
And Grant Neal hits the first of 2. I'll talk about what's key for these Mustangs to wear down this depleted Shelby County bunch. Those keys.
One of the things I thought would happen early was that North would maybe start right off with pressure, but right now Coach Levis hasn't really pressured them, something to come where he can use his bench. Because we've already established the fact that Shelby is very limited, 5, maybe 6 players at the most. Already North is into their bench, their 3rd bench player, Miles Gay, checking into the game.
Miles Gay in, he wears number 20. Or is he 22?
20.
No, 20, yep. Oh, into the lane. That was a little, got away with one, did Jones. Kick it out high to Stoner. Stoner, high left, trying to probe the lane, gets stopped. Then it gets picked by Ian Higdon. Higdon up ahead. Layup no good from Jack Scales, but rebound comes down to North Oldham. Back to Scales. His 3, second one of the night. Got it.
Well, we already identified that Scales is the best 3-point shooter, and he's gotten 2 out of 4 so far, and none with a hand in his face.
A very quick first quarter. Close to a minute 10, now a minute 12 is that whistle blown. 6 fouls on
Mustang foul is on number 4.
Shelby County.
His first.
Blake Traylor, head coach. Good to see the first foul. Happy to see the first foul called on North Oldham here with a minute 12. And they'll call a timeout. Blake Traylor will. So 30-second timeout. We'll take a break and be right back from North Oldham. They're up 18-8 over Shelby County on Glycod.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Welcome back to North Oldham High School. Before we went to break, before the band drowned us out, tonight's keys to the game were presented by Watts Home Center in LaGrange. Design that feels like home. We want to thank Watts Home Center in LaGrange for that keys to the game support. Shelby County now with a minute to go with the ball. Down 10. It went from a 3-point game to a 10-point game relatively quickly. That ball put up off the glass wildly there by Mari Downs. That's Jack Fisher moving into the corner, and a little too much ball handling there. Gary, as a former coach, you probably, a longtime former coach, you instructed your players dribble with purpose.
Early in the season, we'll see them pound the rock a lot. Yes, it does have air in it.
And that shot pass to Higdon. Higdon getting it done inside. The distinct advantage in the paint, points in the paint for the homestanding Mustangs. You move it left corner. Jones into the lane, puts it up, no good. And Joel Thompson showing a lot of fight inside. That's his second putback. It's 2010. North Oldham doubling up Shelby County. And now 3-2, left corner three, Scales, got it, his third. And at the end of the first quarter, the North Oldham Mustangs lead Shelby County 23-10. We'll be back with second quarter action on Glycod.
Range Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Welcome back to North Oldham High School. The Mustangs up 23-10 at the end of the first quarter alongside head coach, longtime head coach at Oldham County, Gary Forrest. I'm Paul Najar. Gary, what'd you notice? First half thoughts?
Pretty much the way we had talked about it earlier. You know, North gets the lead, just keeps shooting high percentage shots. They're 9 of 15. They won the rebounding battle by 5. You know, when you put those two things together,
we lost Gary's mic for just a moment. We'll get it back here in just a moment. Hold on, as Gary will get this fixed. Just checking all the connections and wires, but yeah, pretty much how we thought it would. As you mentioned, North Oldham early getting high percentage shots, and
very much so. You're still dead on the mic.
Yeah, we'll get it back here in a moment. We'll see what's wrong as I'll take over for Gary and see if we can adjust that to a different setting. First possession for Shelby County here in the second quarter. They trail by 13. Gary, we on?
Nope.
No, still not. That must be
it's a message from above.
A connection with the headset, maybe? Shelby County. Into the lane goes Jones. He finds, kicks it out into the left corner. That three, no good. Rebound comes down to Higdon. Higdon up ahead. Roberts left side, gets into the lane. One hand scoop shot, layup good.
Roberts.
And it's a 15-point lead for the Mustangs. Shelby County's Stoner into the lane. His teardrop runner is good from about 8 feet. Malik Stoner on the board. Roberts high left, kicks it across right. That's Fisher. Fisher into the lane off his right foot. And that fall away little layup, no good. I look at that one and Luke Anderson with the block shot. Anderson saves it, but right to Jones. Michael Jones across half court. Gets it to Stoner. Jones in the corner. Drives baseline. Kicks it underneath him for the third time tonight. Joel Thompson there for the low post layup. He looks, as we try and figure out the issue with Gary Forrest's headset, we'll keep giving you the action. Out it goes from the right side. Roberts his three, and he buries it. You know, I never learned that trick, using the entire 17-inch circumference of the basket. I always wanted to hit the middle of the basket when I shot, as I wanted to talk to Gary about that, but I'm forgetting he has his headset on. And there is a tie up there. The jump ball, or held ball. Possession stays with the Rockets.
Checking in for Shelby County, number 2, Amari Downs.
Amari Downs checks back in for the Rockets. Nothing there on the headset.
Also checking in for the Rockets, number 33, Kobe Booker.
So we are going to change headsets, and that one's going to be on. So welcome back, Gary Forrest.
Glad to be back.
Your thoughts 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Well, as was the first quarter, you know, all Shelby's doing is looking to spread and dribble drive, and North has figured it out now. They're just playing off in the paint.
I see some things I really like from North Oldham, and I see some things as Anderson goes back on the putback, he gets fouled. I see some things that look
foul is on Omari Downs, his first.
Will need to be corrected, and by that I mean the loose ball handling, the one-handed stuff, the off-balance stuff, the we're better than them, so I'm just gonna nonchalant this thing. And early in the season, you have to fight against that, don't you?
Well, we try to emphasize to kids, you don't get points for style.
Yeah.
And, you know, that bird comes from television a lot. And
yes, it does.
Sometimes just do it simple.
It's, as Al McGuire, and we mentioned him earlier, too much French pastry put on that.
Boy, that's a wisdom from the past.
Oh, what a man. What a career. Incredible. As the Mustangs up 16, 30-14 here. We hit 5-minute mark the second quarter. Deflected. Picked back up. There's Stoner into the lane. Sorry, that was Downs. Downs loses it. And into the lane. Picked up there. Shot off. Put back off. Tip off. And Fisher comes up with it. Fisher drives hard middle. Kicks it left. That three-point attempt off, no good. And there is the big rebound attempt. Put back by Anderson. And he gets fouled. Boy, he and Higdon, a real formidable inside duo.
Well, they understand their team right now, and that means the three outside players are going to put it up, and their job is to get their butt to the board and get misses.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, you got to feed that hungry wolf down on the block.
And get it from positions that aren't traditional. You get a team like this 30 years ago, and they were going to be high-low, opposite block. They were going to, but they have to figure out ways to create more space inside and thus rebound from different angles. And that's the evolution of the game, isn't it?
Well, it comes and goes, Paul. We see it in cycles.
Yeah.
And, the two bigs for North, they're to the point, probably not always happy about it. That's why I say every once in a while you want to feed that dog inside where he'll work harder.
Those big guys put a lot of time in low post moves, no dribbles, and the rebound there off the mark was Stoner, and that save attempt goes way down court, out of bounds. Ball goes over to Shelby County.
Checking in for the Rockets, number 1, Malik Stoner.
Stoner back in. He moves left. Gives it up to Downs. Downs. Back to Stoner. A lot of this action. Man-to-man defense from North Oldham. Very sturdy against the undersized Rockets. And unfortunately there, Roberts climbed up the back and gets called for the foul. His first, team's second
Dallas Roberts
of the half.
First, and the team's second.
Sure, David Levitch pleased with this scoreboard result, but Gary, he's seen his team get a lot of good drives from Shelby County, but the size, they're doing the smart thing. North Oldham is. The Mustangs are just laying back and then making them shoot over the size without fouling. Good job there by Roberts as he attacks the rim.
Well, one of the things that North is getting caught up in is with the open post offense Shelby's running, their bigs are getting switched off on the littles of Shelby. And for the most part, Shelby hasn't done a bad job. And North's bigs haven't made fouls.
And that's a good thing.
Well,
4-3 for Scales. But the prior play, great up and under by Downs for the deuce. He has it again. Step back three. Omari Downs, no good. Rebound comes down to Higdon. He brings it up court, finds a guard. Then he finds Scales, and that's number 5. I mean, that's an easy day at the ball yard at the court for 5 threes in 15 minutes.
Bings and both teams are in the 8th region. The score scouting report is out on Scales, and it's very simple. Don't give him a good 3.
Don't give him a good look.
He's already made 5, and they get the crowding to push him off at three-point line to make him dribble the ball.
Yeah.
And, that's Shelby's kids have just been a little slow to react. I mean, I'd have a kid following him to his team's huddle during timeouts to get acquainted with him.
No doubt. We have a 30-second break, and we'll be back from North Oldham on Glycod.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Welcome back to North Oldham High School, where the Mustangs hold a 40-16 lead.
Here comes Trapp now.
Late in the second quarter. And Shelby County coach Blake Traylor trying to get his troops to remember to play D as they break that 1-2-2 zone trap. That shot from the corner, no good. Rebound comes down to Grant Neal up ahead. Roberts. Oh, quick hands there from Stoner, but not quick enough. Couldn't get past the body as he was going for the ball.
Roberts is a smart kid, been playing since he was an 8th grader, and he realized he's got a guy that's going to reach. So he just set him up, showed him a little ball, and then turned his body into him. It was an easy foul call.
I like the strength from the legs, what Roberts does, how he keeps his footing square. A little bit of one-handed stuff in and around the rim sometimes, and I'm sure that free throw stroke is so pure too.
1-2-2 right now. The purpose, speed up the game. Let Shelby shoot quick shots, not shots they normally take.
Got to attack with an even man front, and there's the 10-second violation. You scare them into a third pass, and that third pass causes trouble.
There's what we talked about in the early keys of the game. I think North felt like at any time they could go to the pressure, and they're going to get 50 points if they're not careful before this half.
Roberts gets around a high screen. High right side three, no good. Rebound comes down to Neal. Neal, and that is a foul. They'll call that on Downs, and he puts his hands on his head and like, hey, I don't think I fouled anybody, but there it is.
Well, rebounding margins really starting to creep away. 17 rebounds for North, 6 for Shelby, and only 1 so far in this quarter. So 1 rebound and 6 minutes of play.
Free throw no good. 14 minutes gone, 42 points for the Mustangs. And if you have a math background like Levitch, and he's a good numbers man, that's 3 points a minute for the Mustangs. Both free throws no good, and that foul.
Mustang foul is on number 20, Miles Gay.
Miles Gay with the foul.
His first and the team third.
He missed those free throws
Checking in
and
for the Mustangs,
immediately
22,
reached
Jack
in.
Fishbro.
He is out. As well, number 22. Downs, been doing a lot of that, getting into the lane, and he looked like he tried. Oh, his ankle. He is a little sore there. He is on the floor. Good job by the officials making sure play was secure by the Mustangs, or by the Rockets. So they will call a medical break here. He's going to stay on the floor as Downs, as he was weaving through traffic. Ankle turn. We'll take a 30-second break. Back with more second quarter action. It's 42-16. North Oldham up on Shelby County on Glycod.
Outdated electronics harm the environment when disposed with regular trash. That's why Oldham County Solid Waste is sponsoring an electronics collection event on Saturday, April 15th, 2023 from 9 a.m. to noon at Oldham County High School's student parking lot. It's the perfect time to properly dispose of tube and projection style televisions, computers, smartphones, or other gadgets that you may no longer need. No restrictions on devices, every bit helps. A message from Oldham County Solid Waste.
Welcome back. Amari Downs escorted off the court with a little help. They're looking at his right ankle or right foot. And Jack Fisher commits team's fourth foul of the half. The Rockets looking for some kind of offensive consistency. Stoner on the right. Hesitates into the lane, puts up the left-hand shot, blocked by Scales. And up ahead it comes to Roberts. Left corner three from Neal, the left-hander, no good. Tipped around, War for the rebound. Bumped is Jack Fisher, but he gets the layup. This time to go on the follow. Under a minute to go. North Oldham up 28. The magic number being 35 in high school basketball. One team gets up.
On number 5, Jack Scales, his first and the team fifth. Checking in for the Mustangs, number 13.
And I don't know if I can compete with this loud sound system, but Gary,
they truly get their money's worth.
Yeah, they do. It never ceases to amaze me the wisdom of high school athletics anywhere. In basketball, 35 points is a running clock. In football, it has to be 36. It's bizarre. And I will tell you, it was the bane of my existence this year in doing football games when a team was that close to the running clock, and eventually it would last 3 hours. Higdon with the first, his team, and team 6, 30.9 seconds remaining as the Rockets will trigger it in from the right wing. Ooh. Near backcourt. It would have been in my day when the ball bounced in the front court and went to the back court.
It still is today. That's called the benefit of being the team on the short side of the score.
I get it. Oh, nice drive to the lane by Jones.
Wrong
Jones
hand.
Can't put it up. Can't put it in. And to the rack with the left hand. Jack Fisher. And immediately up 30, David Levitch calls a timeout. Or no, there is no timeout. It is an injury timeout. North Oldham, believe that's Grant Neal, number 4. No, that's not him. That is it Higdon?
Can't tell by the way he's laying there.
ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Howard.
Ryan Howard, number 13.
Checking in for the Mustangs, number 20.
Off the side. Miles Gain into the game. So 4.7 left. All 5 timeouts remain, as David Levitch didn't call a timeout. He wanted to make sure officials knew that he had an injured player. Shelby County has to go to the length of the court, stolen away by Neal. Neal gets it, he stepped back, his jumper from the free throw line, no good, tip no good, and end of the first half. The Mustangs lead by 30 over Shelby County, 46-16. We'll be back with our halftime programming in just a moment on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
If your car's been damaged, regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people. Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by LaGrange Service Center, a family-owned car repair shop that also offers 24/7 towing and roadside assistance. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, celebrating their 58th year in business.
Welcome back to North Oldham High School alongside Coach Emeritus Gary Forrest. I'm Paul Najar. Gary, we're back on for our halftime stats. Halftime stats brought to you by Financial Solutions in LaGrange. Clarity for your financial future. Let's take a look at those first half stats, some of the key ones that you have, Gary.
Well, the stats pretty much echo the score, and the thing you see offhand, Paul, 22 rebounds for North Oldham, only 7 for Shelby. So you think about that, that's all those extra shots that North got, and as a result, North shot a sizzling 17 of 33. So right around the 50% point.
52%.
For Shelby, not so much. They were 5 of 25.
And I know that. That's 20%.
Yeah, it's not good. Turnovers, Shelby with 9 and North with 4. So really, there's your building. You know, Shelby trying to spread the floor. But the thing about it is, if you're going to play that way, you can't just come down and shoot it quick. because all that does is give you a low percentage shot. The rebound goes to North, and they're off and running in the other direction.
Early in that first quarter, there were some moments there for Shelby County.
Well, they were, but you have to be careful. Sometimes we call that fool's goal.
Yeah.
You come down, you take a bad shot, and it goes in. You know, that's that famous coach going, no, good shot.
Yeah.
And they made some of those, but if you'll remember, they only made 5 total for the half. So they're taking low percentage shots and getting the results of it.
And what's odd, Gary, is most of those low percentage shots are coming in the paint.
Exactly. I don't think they shoot the ball well outside at all. And that's soon going to be the story. You're going to see people just packing zones in against them and such.
And they get into the paint, though, and they take these shots that are a little off balance, and generally with somebody 6 to 12 inches taller than them in their face with a hand.
It's that shot that they show on the NBA today. You know, once again, there is no degree of difficulty, points assigned for those shots. You know, they'll go in, they'll make a good move, just finish it. You don't have to put a couple of pump fakes in and such as that. And that's what they failed to do. And, you know, I thought that North would probably employ more of a press. We saw what limited time that Coach Levitz used it. He flipped them really quick. So I thought he might use it more. That way he can use more kids. But the way they're doing it this way, he'll be able to do it the second half.
Wow. I will say that those halftime stats, including 5 threes from Jack Scales and his 15 points, are brought to you by Financial Solutions in LaGrange. Clarity for your financial future. We're going to come back with more of our halftime programming right here on Black Hawk.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. We'll take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
If your car's been damaged, regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Welcome back. Halftime at North Oldham High School, where the Mustangs are up 30 on Shelby County, 8th Region rival Shelby County. Rockets just struggling all during that first half to score. And this second half.
Well, one of the things we noticed, Paul, they don't have great size. They don't have a deep bench. And apparently they don't shoot the ball very well outside the paint.
And the guy that got 2 fouls in the first 21 seconds, that would be Dallas Mercer. Yeah, he is in, along with Joel Thompson. So 2 quote-unquote bigs for Shelby County. Scales launches his 3 and hits his 3. Number 6 of the night. 33-point lead.
Still haven't gotten up into him, made him put it on the floor.
Motion, movement, ball on the ground. Jones, right corner, Thompson, up top, Stoner. Stoner, right side, Jones, into the lane, cutting Mercer. Mercer stops, pivots, goes around, stripped away by Neal, picked up by Roberts. Roberts, left side, Neal. Neal. They'll slow it down for Roberts. He probes the lane, high right, Scales, 3, got it again, number 7. Somebody check his pulse. He may not have one.
Well, someone needs to help him up off the ground.
Somebody's got to put him down on the ground for, make him move, make him do something.
It's kind of my point.
Yes, it is. Just interpreting there is Dylan Ritchie, drives, kicks it out to Mercer. Mercer spins, goes back, cutting through the lane is Stoner, and he is fouled by Roberts.
Mustang foul is on Dallas.
In a game like this where you're up so much so soon, you always have goals. You always want to tell players goals. And one of the things that always worried, what's that?
0-0 at halftime.
Yeah, and you, yes, go back to the plan. And when I coached basketball, when I coached tennis, when I coached whatever it was, you can't, as Thompson, with his 4th, I think, basket in the lane, he lays it up and in, and he's fouled. He'll get a chance for 3.
Thompson's done a good job for him since he's come in. He's given him a little bit of a presence inside and rebounding.
And that clock is a running clock because the last bucket by Scales, that last 3, put them up by 37. They're now up by 34. And to the rack, Dylan Ritchie is fouled. So the clock is moving, even though there have been stoppages on the last 2 possessions. Actually, that 3 by Scales put North Oldham up by 36. So once you're up 35, it's a running clock, and now there is a stopped clock as the official goes to the scorer's table.
I'm sure he's explaining the 35-point mercy rule because you don't see that this early in the season usually.
And that rule is once they get it back under 35, you stop the clock.
Fouls on Dallas Roberts, his 4th.
They're not, which is bizarre. Maybe it keeps rolling, but they stopped it for some reason at 5:45.
Every gym you will see the rule interpreted differently, not only by the local scorekeeper, but the officials themselves.
Well, that official has to go back to that's bizarre. So we're going to just running clock it. And that's once you hit 35, folks, you're not coming back. So there you go into the lane, out to the corner, Stoner. Looking for a cutting Mercer, and there was a kick ball.
Now you can burn some seconds really quick, as people were about to find out.
Yes, you can, especially with free throws and out of bounds and tip plays like that.
The ones that eat them up more than anything are fouls.
Yes, they do. It's a good 30 to 60 seconds per foul, especially a shooting foul. Stoner kicks it back out to Jones. Jones into the lane, lays it up, scoop shot, and good.
Basket by Michael
It's a 32-point lead for the Mustangs. The clock running.
Well, if there's a positive, Shelby is now 2 out of 3 shots here in the third quarter.
And there will be a foul before the shot on Stoner.
Foul is on Malik Stoner.
See, right now we've already burned 14 seconds.
Just on that foul, and the inbounds play goes to high right. Neal, his 3. Saw him do that quite a bit in warm-ups, and that is fade away. He just hustles back, erases his errant 3, and he gets the steal, and right to Scales. Scales is fouled in the backcourt.
Shelby foul is on Dallas Mercer.
Dallas Mercer, his 4th, team 2nd of the half. Under 3.5 minutes to play, third quarter. Jack Fisher, right side it goes. Up top to Scales, back door. And again, Fisher did the same thing Neal did before him, and Fisher finds Higdon. Higdon takes it up strong.
You know, Higdon is that quiet, solid rock for this North team.
He does all, the dirty jobs. You'd like to see him a little more. I don't know if you need him to be more active. You're exactly right. The silence is.
He's
speaks.
active, quiet. Like when the game's over, he's always got that double-double.
Oh, there's a foul, hand in the face there from Grant Neal.
You might want him to be a little more assertive offensively. I think that's kind of where you were going earlier.
And the team 4th.
But it's difficult when you have a 5-year starter in Dallas Roberts, a 3-point shooter like Scales on the perimeter, a big like Anderson.
He's down the food chain.
And he doesn't, and that doesn't bother him. It doesn't faze him.
No, he's going to play 100%. That's one thing about him ever since I've seen him play down here. He plays as if there is no tomorrow.
Thompson missed that second free throw, and come the Mustangs. Neal, inside it goes, and Anderson loses it to Stoner. He goes left side to Mercer. He tracks it down, back to Stoner. Left side 3, off the rim, no good. And Higdon with the rebound. Up ahead, that's Fisher. And Anderson gets it. And knocked out of bounds by Stoner. So North Oldham with the ball. Miles Gay. And Roberts back in for the Mustangs.
I think now you have to also, if you're North Oldham, it's how you coach. Guys that you might usually wait a little longer to get them minutes, you're going to have to play them faster.
Dallas Roberts.
And our producer, Colby Martin, just shows me the rule, and that's a good thing, Colby, but I have no idea why they stopped the clock at 5:45. Why the official? There was no ejection. There was no blood on the court. There was no injury. There was nothing. That official went there and stopped the clock for whatever reason. So there was, you what? They can stop it at the free throw. That foul will send Higdon to the line.
Note, if you will, the clock now.
Well, that's unfortunate because a running clock is a running clock is a running clock, but except when it isn't. So Higdon with the miss, and that's about the only thing we see him do poorly because that wasn't a very good shot. That one's much better. Off the rim, no good though. At least he had a...
No, if he has a weakness, it's at the free throw line. Doesn't always follow through, and the hand stopped on that one.
Yeah. Got a good rotation on that second one, but didn't get quite enough. Got about 14 feet 8 inches instead of the 15 plus that he needed. Stoner off the hands. He goes, dribbles, spins into the lane, stripped away, gets it back, looks left, right corner. Mercer drives, stops, reverse pivot, gets it back to Stoner. And a big to a little when you're surrounded by bigs, that's a recipe for a free throw. How about that?
On Miles Gay is
well, the thing about Stoner is he's got them all in the package. He's got an uplift. He's got a back step. You know, even against big guys, he's in there working his butt off trying to create shot opportunities.
And sometimes that just rims out. Sometimes all of that gets you a lot less than maybe going up the first time. But you don't know what you don't know, especially surrounded by those big bodies as Stoner hits the second of two, and it's a 34-point lead for the Mustangs. They give a little modified weave up top against man pressure. High pick roll. Roberts, that one-handed runner. I'm sure you could hear over my microphone, the loudspeaker, Ian Higdon. Yes, guess who? Quiet, but very productive. Richie into the lane. He turns, spins, off glass, no good. Rebound picked up, and that length of the court shot, or three-quarters court shot by Fisher. Off the basket, off the backboard, no good. 59-23 at the end of three. We'll be back with fourth quarter action on Glycod.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Welcome back. North Oldham High School, the Mustangs up 59-23 on 8th Region foe Shelby County, alongside Coach Emeritus Gary Forrest. I'm Paul Najar, and as the Mustangs approach 60 points, your interesting off-air trivia between third and fourth quarter was the first
team to 60 wins 95% of the time in high school athletics in basketball.
I was a part of one of those 5% games way back when I was in high school. And Joel Thompson, what a game he's having. Is it his sixth basket and around the basket?
He's really
at the rim?
Done a good job. He's given them a semblance of inside play, which they haven't shown.
Fearless in there, and maybe a forgotten guy by the Mustangs defense.
Well, it might buy him more time as season goes on.
Oh, he certainly has been a boost for this Rockets team as Miles Gay fouled on that shot.
Mercer, that is his fifth and final
Mercer,
foul.
who notched 2 fouls in the first 21 seconds of the contest, gets his fifth and rewarded with a seat on the sideline. Kobe Booker, number 33, in for Dallas Mercer. Gay with the free throw, and that is short.
At the line for the Mustangs, Miles Gay.
He will get a second. See his form. The legs in it. First one was short. Same thing. Legs aren't in it. Disjointed. Good form, good release. But
no cigar.
Yeah, no, that rim's 15 feet, not 14 feet away. And he comes down strong with a rebound. Roberts down the left lane to the left corner. Three, got it, Aaron Judd. Aaron Judd hits that three, 62-25. There is that guy again. Thompson kicks it out.
Got to go north-south.
And they keep going east-west. Foul called on
Mustang foul is number 25.
Aaron Judd. 6 minutes to play.
His first and the team's sixth.
See, if you're going to burn time, I mean, we've already burnt 12 seconds after this foul.
Just foul, yeah. And they have 6. After 7, it'll be the next foul on North Oldham. Shelby County will 1 in the bonus. Wanted to mention that tonight's starting lineups early in this broadcast were brought to you by Crestwood State Farm agent Leslie Gilley. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. I want to thank Leslie Gilley and her State Farm agent outlet. That's Booker for 2.
By Kobe Booker.
I want to thank Leslie Gilley and her Crestwood State Farm agency for that support. Oh, got away with one, did Roberts there. That was a travel. He had that ball on his hip. Right corner 3.
Three-point basket.
Got it, Grant Neal. And it is a 38-point lead for the homestanding Mustangs. And that
three-point basket by Javon Hunter.
Hunter hits from long distance for Shelby County. 65-30. And Stoner's drive into the lane. No good. Rebound Judd. And all the way in from that drive, Jack Fisher to the rack. He's fouled by Thompson. So up 35 with 4.5 to go. Oh, it was on number 10, Javon Hunter. So 2 free throws for Fisher. The junior, solid 6'2". Wow, they missed their last 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, sometimes you have to be careful. You're used to playing one way, and then you get involved in this 35-point rule, and you play too fast. The tempo gets all combobulated, if you will.
Discombobulated. So, boy, 4 straight free throws missed by the Mustangs. 2 from Gay and 2 from Fisher. Now, with the 3. Brooks Cargo with a 3 from the top of the key. Second chance opportunities, and there's the steal from Neal and the layup good.
Grant Neal.
He gets a smile from the bench, or he gives a smile to the bench. He run by. Thought maybe he might have gone up a little higher for that. Put it down with the stuff, but no go. That attempt off the glass, picked up by Judd. And another 3 from Grant Neal. He scored North's last 8 points, 2 threes and a layup. Amari Downs, one of the best players for Shelby County. That 3 no good from Dylan Ritchie. Downs left in the second quarter, early in the second quarter, with a injury to his right foot. He's back on the sideline. Good to see him out there on the bench with his right foot heavily wrapped.
Checking in for the Rockets, number 22, Braden Birchfield. For the Mustangs, number 21, Ryan Sanders. Number 24, Brody Masters.
Birchfield in for Roberts, getting his first action of the night. There is Fisher, drives baseline, kicks it out. Back inside to Fisher, he gets hacked. Layup no good. And he'll go to the line for 2.
Fouls on number 22, Birchfield. His first and the team's 6th. At the line for the Mustangs, Jack Fisher.
Wow, Gary. One is, 2, 3, oh boy, 4, that's 5 in a row. And the streak ends there. Jack Fisher hits 1 of 2. That's a free throw. I have a feeling this weekend's going to be nothing but free throw shooting for this Mustang squad. Maybe a few other things, but free throws.
Well, at least for 2 individuals.
Shelby County. Drive to the lane, no good. Rebound comes down to Judd. That 3, long. Long rebound to Ritchie. Dylan Ritchie races ahead. He is fouled by Fisher. It looks like Judd, number 25 in the Mustang uniform, a little red out there, red in the face, which leads me to believe he's also a little broader shouldered than most.
Well,
it leads me to believe he was on a football field.
Might be coming from the football team. I think that's where you're going with that.
Yes, sir.
Yep. At least he hadn't got any tackles in yet.
Got some rebounds.
Yep. Now see, here's the fallacy of the running clock rule. Once you get to a situation where they're shooting 2-shot fouls, then the clock stops and then the game actually gets elongated.
Yeah. So the key when you're up with that mercy rule is no fouls.
Well, not on shooters.
Not on shooters and not in the bonus. Judd, there's that stroke from 3, no good. Rebound, War, battled, held ball. Possession stays with the Mustangs. Stay with us for our post-game show. We'll have some key stats from Coach Emeritus. Gary Forrest. And Gary, you see into the lane, no good. Seen some good things tonight here from North Oldham.
I think so. It's forced them to play different than they had the first 2 games, and, a lot of it at this level and even the next level is how you perceive your opponent. I think North's kids are dumb. They read the papers. They know they're playing a team that's less talented, but will you come to play anyway? And for the most part they have. They got an early lead. They got it through their shooting. Other times they'll get it through good defense. So you live and learn.
And this team came out with confidence. You can see that, this North Oldham squad, expecting to win, executing a game plan, doing what they needed to do, and with 20 seconds to go, a comfortable 42-point lead. They'll just hold it, and Coach David Levitch and his Mustangs will improve to 3-0. Shelby County, after a win over Eminence in Game 1, they will stand at 1-1. And that long-distance shot goes off the backboard. Final here at North Oldham, 74-32. Stay with us, folks. Our post-game programming coming up right after this on Lycod.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a special $99 HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We are fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
Broken, outdated electronics harm the environment when disposed with regular trash. That's why Oldham County Solid Waste is sponsoring an electronics collection event on Saturday, April 15th, 2023 from 9 a.m. to noon at Oldham County High School's student parking lot. It's the perfect time to properly dispose of tube and projection-style televisions, computers, smartphones, or other gadgets that you may no longer need. No restrictions on devices. Every bit helps. A message from Oldham County Solid Waste.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, an inexpensive wood one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Watts Home Center. Whether it's building, restoring, or improving your home, visit the experts at Watts, 2350 Commerce Parkway in LaGrange. Watts Home Center, design that feels like home.
Welcome back to North Oldham High School here, the Goshen, the glorious Goshen Gymnasium here of the Mustangs. They go on to win 74-32 over 8th region rival Shelby County, and it was a relative walk in the park, Gary Forrest.
Well, we were afraid it might be an overmatched situation. Shelby's still trying to find themselves and rebuild, if you will. Had a team that wasn't very deep, wasn't very big. No. And first quarter, they did some good things, but usually what happens, the better team will prevail, and that's what happened tonight in this game with North.
The size, the pressure, and the shooting from the North Oldham Mustangs prevailed early and often and wore down the Shelby County Rockets. Again, 74-32 was the result. What we're going to have when we return after this break is some scoring summaries, especially the 21 from Jack Scales, the guard who hit 7 threes on the night. I believe those were all his points, 7 threes.
I had him for 8, to tell you the truth. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He hit it. Maybe I missed one.
8 of 13 shooting.
Wow.
From the 3.
We'll be back with more stats in our post-game run of the 74-32 win for North Oldham over Shelby County. Stay with us on Glycod.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, an inexpensive wood one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net. For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Welcome back to North Oldham High School. The Mustangs 74-32 victors over the Shelby County Rockets. Alongside longtime head coach at Oldham County, Gary Forrest, I'm Paul Najar. And Gary, some post-game stats here right now, all favoring heavily the homestanding Mustangs.
Well, very much so. And we said going into it, one of the things that sometimes gets overlooked for North Oldham is they've got two guys inside 6'6", 6'7". And as a result, they win the battle of rebounds 37-13. And once again, Shelby didn't have great size as it was. Turnovers, Coach Levitz has to be really happy. They only had 6 total turnovers for the game. It wasn't an up and down, breakneck speed type of game, but, this early in the season, he'll take 6 turnovers.
Had 4 in the first half, 2 in the second.
Yeah.
So you like to see that ball control as well as tempo control. They were able, Dallas Roberts as the point guard, running it steady and handling the rock with confidence and strength, make things happen. Positive things happen on both ends of the floor, including finding great shots, and that's reflected in your shot totals for the game.
Yeah, very much so. And, Shelby, they're still searching. They're a small team that doesn't have post presence, and as a result of that, the shots you're going to depend on are outside the paint, and you better be a really good shooting team to be competitive.
And Shelby County just 12 of 39 from the field, was it? 12 of 39 for about 30%. And then North Oldham 26 of 42 shooting, 13, 21, let me think here, that's 59, 60, probably 61%.
About around the 60s.
Yeah, and you're dealing with a great disparity. So those are your key stats. We'll come back and wrap up our post-game programming here from North Oldham High School with our most outstanding players presented by Crestwood State Farm agent Leslie Gilley. For a quote on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Leslie at 502-384-6184. We'll come back with those most outstanding players for both teams when we return on Glycod.
Car's been damaged, regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
Broken, outdated electronics harm the environment when disposed with regular trash. That's why Oldham County Solid Waste is sponsoring an electronics collection event on Saturday, April 15th, 2023 from 9 a.m. to noon at Oldham County High School student parking lot. It's the perfect time to properly dispose of tube and projection-style televisions, computers, smartphones, or other gadgets that you may no longer need. No restrictions on devices. Every bit helps. A message from Oldham County Solid Waste. Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilley in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Welcome back to North Oldham High School, where the Mustangs 74-32 victors over Shelby County Rockets. Proud to present this game to you alongside Coach Emeritus Gary Forrest. My first time working with you, Gary, and thank you so much for your wealth of knowledge. I really enjoyed this.
Well, enjoyed it.
Yeah, and now for our most outstanding players for both teams, presented by Crestwood State Farm agent Leslie Gilley. For a quote on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Leslie at 502-384-6184. For the visiting Shelby County Rockets, Gary?
Well, we talked about this, and I thought they got a great spark by a young man off the bench, Thompson.
Yeah, Joel Thompson, MVP. He came in, had 6 buckets in the lane, and, rebound, putbacks. Really looked like he belonged and knew what he wanted to do and was capable of doing it.
Just played hard, played with a purpose, and particularly against 2 guys over 6'6".
Well done, Joel Thompson, the MVP for the visiting Shelby County Rockets tonight. And for the homestanding Mustangs of North Oldham High School, Gary?
Well, we got 2 mainstays, if you will, and probably could have shared it with a few more.
Yeah.
Jack Scales, 8 of 13 shooting at threes. And Mr. I'm consistent, I'm in the middle, Ian Higdon.
Who is he?
Ian Higdon.
Yeah, that's just a play, folks, on the fact that Ian Higdon, quiet. He just unassuming, but he's got a big body inside at 6'6", and he did all the little things to help. So, Ian Higdon, Jack Scales, most outstanding players of the game, brought to you by Crestwood State Farm agent Leslie Gilley. For a quote on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Leslie at 502-384-6184. And that'll do it here, folks, for our producer Colby Martin and for analyst Coach Emeritus Gary Forrest. I'm Paul Najar saying thank you for watching. You have a great trip home. Good night, everybody. You've been watching North Oldham High School basketball on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball. Roy's Body Shop in LaGrange. Collision repair for the people. Tonight's game was also brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service in Crestwood, making your life easier with quality products and quality service. Watts Home Center, design that feels like home. Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable. LaGrange Service Center, quality car care since 1964. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. And by Mortensen Family Dental.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcast, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @GlyCod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from GlyCod.